Alright guys, I'm back. And with today's shave, I was kind of a little bit conflicted. I wanted to kind of have a green shave, then I wanted to have a menthol shave, and I didn't really know which way. There was no way I could do both. And that was kind of unfortunate. I didn't really have like a green and mentholated scent. It's funny because I find mentholated scents, they're kind of usually like peppermint. I don't know. They do a lot of like in that vein of like peppermint type thing, camphor, all that. But anyways, didn't work out. I went with green. I wanted green. So I went with Zingari Man's Magician. Oak moss, orange blossom, fern. This one's really nice. I should say pleasant. It's probably a 4 out of 10, just under mid-strength. You can see the soap there. This is in her old vegan base, still really great. It was great then, it's still great now. Just because she upgraded doesn't mean that it's not good. It's great scent. It's a light, fresh, clean type of green. Yeah, so it's not warm at all. It's not dirty at all. It's just light, fresh, clean, and it's really enjoyable. Alright, so got my Lancaster bowl as always. Some soap pressed inside. I'm going to be doing a little bowl lathering tutorial pretty soon because I definitely have had some people ask about how I do my bowl lathering, and I got a couple newbies in the game that I kind of talked them into giving this a shot. And guess I should have showed. I got my, what is this, 3-band? I don't know. It's a nice badger knot, and this is from the Crazy Badger. And he is back in action. He took a little hiatus there, but he is back in action. He makes some really awesome brushes. He makes a lot of wood brushes with like all this custom burning and charring on it. And they're really cool. This one I just so happened to pick up. It was pretty damn affordable in this crimson and black metallic. And it's a really great looking brush. I've always enjoyed this badger knot, even though I don't think it's anything hyped up or anything like that. It's just a really solid badger knot that has a great balance of backbone and soft tips. I don't think it gels, you know, it's not a super jelly or anything like that. But it's a really good badger brush that I've always enjoyed the knot, so that's never been a problem. This is whipping up good. I'm just going to keep adding water and keep trying to get the soap off of the ridges, off the edges. So yeah. I'm going to be doing another Schick Injector shave today. You know I love my Schicks. Let me rotate the bowl a little bit. Kind of get it at a different angle. Just got off work, did another 10-hour shift today. This one was an easy one though. There was work to be done, but there was no real rush. We were on top of things today, which at the post office anymore is not a norm. They just refuse to hire us some help. So alright, I got some craziness going on here. I got plenty more in the bowl. It's a good start. Get some of this off my fingers. Go ahead and wet the face before we get any further. I notice I like to ramble in the middle and then the shave ends up getting pushed back. Or I like to ramble up front and then the shave ends up getting pushed back. I need to work on getting my shave kicked off right away. That way I'm not finishing at, 25-30 minutes, which I don't think I've hit 30 other than my intro video. So alright, here we go. Zingari Man the Magician with the crazy badger brush. I believe this is a 26mm badger. It splays pretty big. It has nice, easy splay, but I wouldn't say it's without backbone. Like I said, I think it has a great balance. That's the thing, you don't always need the latest and greatest knot. You don't need anything with a fancy nickname. You don't need it to be super high density to actually get a lot of enjoyment. Like I said, this one had none of those. Now, I'm not going to say it's not dense, but it's not super high density. I definitely have knots that have more, but like I said, this was an affordable brush for a custom, you know, an artisan made. It was affordable, and it's really, I mean, it looks great. It has plenty of depth to the sparkle and the metallic crimson and the metallic black. And I've always enjoyed this badger knot, so yeah. Don't need none of those. Don't need the hype really to be a good product. That's basically the short version of what I was getting at. Alright, let me dry off my hands a little bit. Going to be using this bad boy today. Got the Schick Injector with the blade that has who knows how many shaves on it. Now, a lot of these injectors have, like, you know, this cream handle with like a little bit of brown lacing through it. This one is all white, or all cream, or all ivory, whatever you want to say. You can see there's a, you probably can't see, but there is the ever so slightest white swirl in the cream. And it looks pretty much flawless, unused. Alright, so that's what I'm using today. Get some skin stretching. We'll get going with the grain. Now I have another one that looks really similar to this. Except for it has, you know, the brown mixed in with the cream. But for some reason, this one feels more aggressive than that one. And they look really similar. I don't know enough about Schick's history, but something must have happened there. Because that other one I feel like is like medium mild. This one I feel like is medium aggressive. But it's still comfortable. All my Schicks are comfortable. That's one thing that I've found to be a characteristic of them. I have four Schicks. And they all are very comfortable to use, in my opinion. I enjoy them. They pretty much, I had all these DEs, I had a few gems, and after I got my first Schick, I pretty much was hooked. I had to get another, and then I wanted to get another, or I bought a custom, and then I got another after that. I don't know. I just love them. They're freaking awesome razors. Always gotta try to give you guys a sneak peek. I know this angle's not good, but I want to make sure I get my skin stretching in. Get a lot better angle on this side where the camera's actually sitting. I don't want to do too much on the neck because the shave that I got off camera, I think I overdid it on these sides where the peach fuzz grows. I think I overdid it. Specifically on this side. This side's not that bad, but I just want to leave those alone this time around. Get the little neckline so I don't have all those chesties coming up. All right. Now is a super smooth first pass. I would say the soap maintains its 4 out of 10 scent strength once lathered. You know, some soaps, they're stronger off the tub. Some soaps are stronger after they're lathered. I noticed something that happens a lot is you'll get a more simplistic understanding of the scent before you lather it. And then after it's lathered, you kind of get, it opens up and more notes become available. And you really get the full understanding of what that scent profile really is. And then even more so, if you have like a matching splash, you'll even get an even truer form of what the scent was meant to be. Grab some more out of my bowl here. Got plenty to work with. I think I really nailed the consistency. I'm pretty familiar with Zingari soaps. They kind of, ever since discovering them and ever since getting more familiar with the owner, Heather Melton, I've really became a fan of her products. So there is bias. I think Heather's a really cool lady. I look forward to getting to meet her at the Big Sweaty Mess down in Chandler. As well as my buddy Jack. Alright. But yeah, pretty familiar with their products. I think I got it dialed in to my liking right there in the bowl. You notice I didn't add any additional water or anything. My fingers still feel a little bit slick. One thing about these Schicks, they definitely have these ridges like you could see on, you know, all 4 sides. But that being said, they're just vertical. It's not like it's the most grip in the world. Alright, against the grain. Got a haircut yesterday after I got off work, and my barber, he gets my beard all lined up and whatnot. And so I don't want to interfere too much with what he's done because he does a real good job with that lineup. I like where he puts it. So I just want to kind of stay like a little bit above that. That way I'm not ruining what he's giving me here. Alright, that's good enough up top. I almost never have any problems on my cheeks. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's common with everybody, but weepers like don't happen up there. It's like strictly on the neck. Alright, against the grain down here. Oh yeah. This stuff, like I said, even though it's the old base, has all the slickness and cushion. Primary and residual slickness. Has all that I would ever need. That being said, you know, her new vegan is obviously an upgrade. It's a better soap, objectively. But this has everything. I'm not pitching these out the window or throwing them in the trash just because she came out with the new version. These are perfectly serviceable soaps still. And that goes for a lot of these artisans. It's like no need to hit the buy sell trade groups and try to ditch off old stock. A lot of these soaps were good then and they're still good now. You know what I mean? We definitely hunt for the new gear. We want the latest and greatest thing. But don't ignore the old stuff. We all got a lot of good shit in our den. We don't need to get rid of it just because Artisan has came out with the new formulation. You know what I mean? And you spent good money on it. So definitely don't ignore it. Don't let it, collect dust way in the back. Man, I'm happy I went with this green scent, but I do want to get a menthol shave in soon. And soon, that won't be a problem whatsoever because I purchased something. So Barrister and Mann is definitely not the first one to make a product like this, but I saw it kind of like on the new products page or featured products, whatever. And it was a cooling additive, sort of like, I know a couple people have done like menthol crystals that you could just sprinkle on your soap or, sprinkle into your shave directly under your brush or whatever you might want. I've seen other people do like the liquid form, and I think that's what this is. I think it's liquid form. But, so yeah, Barrister Man came out with, I believe it's synthetic menthol cooling agent called Terrorade, which is kind of themed after their winter seasonal release that was just called Terror. And it was supposed to be like, a extremely cold shave soap. So that should be cool. Hopefully it doesn't, it's unscented, whatever this cooling additive is. And I look forward to having that because I get the itch to have a menthol shave from time to time, but I don't have very many menthol soaps at all. And like I said, most of the time, the reason I don't have many menthol soaps is because most of the time they are like peppermint focused or peppermint, camphor. They all kind of stick in this one vein where, Sterling does a lot of like citrus based menthol soaps, which they call Glacial, I believe. Their Glacial line. But no, I want the option to put it into pretty much any scent that I want. And that's what this has done for me. So I really look forward to using that product and getting familiar with the sweet spot of how cold I want it. And, from time to time, maybe go a little bit overboard just to feel alive. All right. Enough messing with the beard. I think I got it. I'm going to follow up with the best balm in the game. Zingari Aftershave Balm in the matching scent there, Magician. Green scents were never my thing. It took me a long time to come around to green scents. I always kind of felt like they smelled old. And it might have just been the green scents that I had, in my memory bank up until that point. You see it's pretty light. Light thin film. It absorbs quickly. It's not very, or it doesn't leave an oily residue. Just soft nourished skin. That was a damn fine shave indeed. But anyways, enough skipping around. Back to what I was saying. The green scents that I had in my memory bank always reminded me of kind of like an older man. And I don't think I was quite there yet in my, fragrance journey. But I smelt a couple that I came back to and I was like, yeah, I really kind of enjoy that, And so now I'm actively like trying to acquire more green scents. And this one, this Magician, is it's perfect for year-round use. It's light, it's pleasant. It's just got this nice, easygoing green scent. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's sexy or date night or cologne type. No, it's just pleasant, And that's why it's pretty much approved for all year use. It's just pleasant. It's just a feel-good scent. Casual use, as others would say. Yeah. And then I got Noble Otters and Australian Private Reserves Jungle Warrior, which I do feel like is a lot more, cologne type and a little bit darker and spicier and whatnot. But that one's great as well. But I am actively like searching for more green scents and kind of widen that void in my fragrance wheelhouse, you know what I mean? Anyhow, that was a great shave. Do a quick recap before we go too far. Zingari Man, Magician. Awesome stuff. I also used her beard conditioner that I have in my shower. I also use her beard elixirs. I have 4 of them. 4 different scents. Those are fantastic. Anyhow, just honorable mentions. I used my Schick Injector with who knows how many shaves on that supply blade. This thing's awesome. Love my injectors. Favorite style of razors. Like I always say, if you haven't tried them, you guys need to try them. They're great. I used my Crazy Badger brush, and as always, my Lancaster shave bowl. That'll do it before I go too far. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.